now we're live. What's up, y'all? This is your homie Fantasy. Welcome to another episode of Fantasy's Fantasyastic Shout Off Podcast Series. How y'all been this week? I'm sure y'all doing well and everything else. And what's going on today? What I'm going to talk about is about me returning to the radio station and a special guest, Jake Van and his girlfriend, who are my loyal fans, and many more to come up. So, anyway, let's get it started. It's podcast time, and it's time to start talking about some things that I've been up to. So, anyway, so if y'all haven't checked out my recent podcast episode that I was on Keep93 on the Wake Up Show, the link is on the description right here. And recommend it to your friends and everyone else and everything else like that. So anyway, be sure to share it. So anyway, so Jake Van is gonna be here. So let's give him more time to him to show up. So anyway, let's talk about what I've been up to last week since I released that other episode. So let's see. Well, we went to see that the movie called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark with Strawberry, like from the Q93, who has become my best friend, who invited me to be in a radio station, so all listeners will listen to, get to know who I am and everything else like that, and everything. We had a great time, but that movie's scary, really scary. But I will tell you more about this when you check out the link on the description for that next episode I appeared on, which is called Movie Review in Rap and Beef with Fantasy A. They just released another one this past Friday when I met up with them at the studio. So anyway, and also here's a short sample from this episode from the Wake Up Show Uncensored. But remember, y'all, it's intended for audiences who are under 18, so they're not allowed to listen. So anyway, it's intended for younger audiences who are under 18. So anyway, here's a short sample of it.
This is Strawberry. Welcome to the podcast not intended for younger audiences. Fantasy A is back with us.
Yes, so excited.
I know.
Thank you for having me back.
Yeah. So I told Jenna and Lizette this probably Tuesday or Wednesday. The podcast we did with you, our first podcast, already one of our most downloaded and streamed podcasts.
Really?
Yes, and we've had some really good ones and some really big name artists on podcasts with us, but yours already, and just like the week that it's been online, already one of the most listened to and downloaded podcasts.
Oh my God.
That's
wow.
big, right?
That is big.
It is really big. Those ladies are my friends. I've just met them and I know them for a long, long time. I had a great time on the boat cruise, and that's how the ladies and all the, bitches, they know what I...
Bro, you're going to take all that to the head right now? Like, before we go into the theater?
How did he not get a brain freeze?
I think you deserve to be on that list, man. Like I said, your flyers are everywhere. I knew about you before I even met you.
Yes,
Saw your flyers everywhere.
I deserve to be on the top list right now.
You definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that write articles, put me on your top list as Fantasy A, like in the top 10. Put me on number 8 or number 7 or number 5, whichever you want me to rank.
Just put him on the list, people.
Put him on the list.
Put him on the list and write an article about me and what I do. I put flyers out there. Just put me on the list, y'all. Don't be afraid.
All right, yeah.
Don't be scared.
Show some love.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to that. I appreciate it. If you want to hear the whole thing, please check it out on the description right here. Here's the link there. So... anyway, be sure to check it out and everything else. So anyway, okay guys, I'm glad that you guys took the time to listen to the podcast thing that asked questions to Jake Van and his girlfriend of everything about myself. So anyway, I also want to tell you about my mind change. When I turned 26 or something, my mind is becoming unforgettable, to be honest. Because, I just, started to forget things and everything else. But I'm just saying, guys, I don't want to, if I forget things, that makes things worse. So, anyway, guys, I had to, I'm going to tell you, my mind's becoming unforgettable, which is stressing hard. To be honest, guys, I just, trying to, not to forget sometimes. I try to remind myself not to forget. And also, what else happened last week? I don't want to tell you about my work at my job with the city because I want to keep it private and because it's for my personal use. But guys, I I I I did something that I shouldn't been. One of the coworkers saw me on using those work computers, and I'm just saying, guys, I don't want to get myself in trouble, get fired from the city because they don't appreciate it, and I don't want to. I choose to forget, but I just mess myself up. That's why my job coach, I don't want to say her name because I don't want her to like get mad at me or something. She told me that I cannot look at some inappropriate size on the worker computers because the city don't appreciate that. So I had to be way more careful. I decided that I don't want to do that anymore. So I don't want to get any more trouble. I can only do it either at home or during my free time while I'm on my laptop when I'm at a private or public place, so where nobody will see me. So, or I usually use that at the meeting room. Or what if I have fans coming and I ask them questions, and when they come here to do the podcast thing, I probably will do it at home. Remember, guys, I'm telling you, you will get in trouble if you look at some sort of inappropriate size when you're at work. We're using those work computers when you're on break at work. No one wants to see that, and they will get offended and upset, and they will report you. And you don't know which coworker that reports you. And I don't want my boss to like get angry and everything else. I like my boss, and he supports me, and he wants to protect me. So anyway, so I had to work on that, guys. I had to work on my boundaries a bit while my work. So anyway, I had to fix it up, guys. I had to work on it. So yeah. So anyway, my new album is gonna be out soon, A Kid from the Emerald City. So it'll be way better than my previous 4 albums. And I'm gonna think about re-recording the Fantasy Has Come to Seatown album because the sounds are not that good. You know, I used the headphones to record for the first album, Fantasy Has Come to Seatown. So I'm gonna re-record that after I release that 5th album. And I'm gonna re-record my 3rd album, which is a Christmas one, called Fantasy for Christmas in Seattle. And I'm gonna work on some sound things for my other album, Into the World of Fantasania. And also, if you guys want to check out my SoundCloud, it's right on my description right here, the link for there. If y'all want to follow me on SoundCloud, that'd be cool. So anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you about my about, you know, I have autism, and I'm sure I told you guys about it on my pilot episode and everything else. So anyway, I don't want to tell you about me and my mom because, you know, she doesn't like it when we talk about my personal life struggles and everything else, but we usually talk about it. We have a very special guest who is here at the studio today. Jake Van and his girlfriend Jane is here. So welcome, guys.
Welcome, thank you. What's up?
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
We're very good, yeah.
Yeah, great to hear.
How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, thank you so much. So anyway, how you guys hear about me?
Well, I'll start with me, I guess. I've known Fantasy A for, how long do you think? Maybe like 5 years now? 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years. And I met Fantasy through Noah, our good friend Noah.
Okay.
Noah and David, actually. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, they would like that.
And then we worked on Fantasy A Gets Jacked together, of course. And I really got to know you there.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. And what about you, Jane?
I think I met Jake, I think, while you guys were filming, and he kept telling me, like, oh, I gotta go film this movie. And I was just like, what is this about? And then he explained a bit about it,
I think it was
to
a
me.
different movie.
Oh, maybe another one?
I don't know. It was definitely one of Noah's movies. Yeah.
But anyway, we started talking about, like, Seattle music as well, and Jake was like, oh, yeah, I also worked on a movie with Fantasy A. And he showed me some of your music, and I was like, dang, this is good. This is sick. And so I've been a fan from afar. for quite a while.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, glad that you guys get to know about it. So, yeah, great to hear. Thank you so much. And I have another question to ask you guys. Let's see. What else? What else should I ask you guys? Let's see. So, what would you guys like to do for fun?
Jane, you want to take this one first? I'm gonna think about my answer.
Well, we've been playing video games today, but when we want to be more productive, we go for a lot of walks. We were taking Jake's dog for a walk. I'm still doing a school program, so I have to read a lot, and so when I get to read just stuff for fun, that's nice as well.
Great. That's great. Still thinking, Jake?
I think I've got my answer. I like chilling, listening to Fantasy's music while gaming. We were doing that maybe an hour ago. We were listening to Fantasy's The Ladies Man, I believe is the track title.
Oh, yes.
That's
the greatest track I ever do.
That's definitely one of my favorite.
Yeah, ever record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to Miss Casey Carter really soon, who requests music for local artists soon. You know what I mean?
Right. Sounds good. Yeah, I really like that song.
Yeah. Glad you liked it. So, I forgot to tell you guys, Jake Van, he was on one of my songs. My name is Fancy A. And in the intro to the Enter the World of Fansania.
I forgot him on that one.
Yeah, the album that was released back in 2016, but in 2017, about 2.5 years ago, around there. So I want to give like a shout out to them for being part of my album. So anyway, and also, you're born and raised in Seattle, right?
Yes, I was born and raised in Capitol Hill and at my mom's house and in the Central District, where we are now at my dad's house.
Great.
So shouts out to Central District and this library, the Douglas Truth Library. That's a really good library.
Yes, it is a good library. And what about you, Jane?
I'm actually from the Bay Area in California. Shouts out Bay Area.
Wow, I heard
Yeah.
about California. I've been there
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I went to LA. I went to Anaheim, San Diego.
Oh, you go to Disneyland in Anaheim?
Yes, I went to Disneyland, SeaWorld, and everywhere. SeaWorld.
I really want to go to SeaWorld. I've only been to Disneyland.
Well, they've got some backlash. They've had issues with abusing their whales.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, that's not good.
You got to go to Legoland in San Diego.
Oh, I've been there. I've been to Legoland before.
I went to Legoland too. Have we all been to Legoland?
I'm the one from California, and I've never been. But I've heard really good things, and yeah, no animal abuse involved because
Just Legos.
just toys, fun, Legos.
What did you think of Legoland, Fantasy?
What I think of Legoland is I enjoy it so many much, and I like to sit by those Lego ladies, and that's like flattering me up, and it shows me how hot I was.
Sick.
Yeah.
Do they have the photo booths at Legoland? They take pictures of you?
Yes, they do have photo booths. I'm sure they do because it's been like almost 5 years since the last time I went to California, went to Legoland in San Diego. But I probably will return there in about a year or two when I go on my next vacation.
You should. It's a beautiful state. You should come up to the Bay Area too. San Francisco has a good zoo. I lived in San Francisco for a few years as well.
That's what's up. I will go to San Francisco and I'll go to Santa Monica Bay as well.
Cool.
And I'll come to your bay, your hometown, really soon.
Cool. Yeah, you should do a Fantasy A West Coast tour.
Tour, yeah.
Yes, a tour. That would be a good idea, guys. I never thought of that before.
You could totally do a tour.
Yeah, a tour. I've been thinking about this for many months, guys. Oh, man, it's going to be fantastic, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Jake and Jane want me to tour around the California area. Yes, definitely. I don't want to, wait for it. It starts now, guys. It starts right now.
We're kicking off the Fantasy A Fantastic Coast tour.
Oh, Fantastic Coast.
Fantastic Coast. Good idea. Yeah. So,
Have you ever been to Portland? We could probably book a show there.
Yeah.
I haven't. I heard about Portland, but I went to Eugene, Oregon, though. But I'd never been to Portland. I've been thinking about playing on a show in Portland, but I just don't know which venue to contact.
Oh, my mom lives in Portland, and my uncle and aunt own a place that has a venue. We could totally set up a show.
Yeah.
It's at the shout out Mississippi Pizza Pub, and it has Atlas Lounge, which is a bar that they do venue spaces. And they play shows. I think we just set up a Portland show, Fantasy A.
And that's on the way down.
Yeah.
Wow, good idea, guys. That's a good idea. Let's do it.
So have you been talking to Noah at all about working on this new movie, or can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that. We started that like about a month or two ago. It was back in June. And yeah, it's still in the works. We're trying to get it done, and they're gonna do some night scenes in October, November. That's when we do the night shots. But the problem is, I'm still living in an adult family home, which is I don't understand why. But my former case manager just put me at that family home, which makes it hard for me. And their curfew is bad. 8 p.m. is too early. Don't you guys feel that I'm stuck there with the early curfew?
Yes, I definitely agree. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when all the
too early.
shows be starting at 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, show starts at 8 or 9, but they're concerned about my safety, which is I found it irritating and annoying. Do you guys agree?
I definitely agree. I think that
They probably have your best consideration in mind, but I understand that that's pretty early.
I think that's way
you
too
could-
early.
You can make decisions to stay out later than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
agree.
I make my own decisions, and they have no right to take my decisions away. They cannot do that. So very soon I will move out of that family home soon. Yeah. So yeah. And about the movie, Runaway Homies.
Yeah, Runaway Homies.
Yes, definitely.
I had one more question about the situation, your home situation. So have you played a lot of shows recently, or because of the curfew you haven't been playing many shows? Or do you do them earlier now?
Well, they just made an exception that I will play a show, and as long as I will find a place to sleep over at. And I know where I'm sleeping over at. My auntie's, my friend's house, or any other of my friends. But very soon, I'm still searching for homes.
So it sounds more like they close their doors at 8.
Yes, they close their doors, and I usually go to bed around 8:30, 9 p.m., and any of those times.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up 6 o'clock every morning, but they cook me breakfast, they make my lunch for me, and when I get home at a certain time, early in the day, they save my dinner, and I eat it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's just temporary, but very soon I'll be out of there soon.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
I like that lifestyle though, of like getting up when the sun's up and kind of going to bed when the sun goes down.
It's good
It's
for
very
maybe some
natural.
structure, but
Yeah.
Fantasy is,
This guy hit the
he
clubs.
he's got to go out.
Yeah. I need to go out more than staying at home. You know what I mean?
Do you know what neighborhood you want to live in? If you could pick any neighborhood in Seattle?
Well, the neighborhood, I don't mind Tukwila, Central District, West Seattle, and Lake City. Like, either of those places that will be close by that I can go get to, like, do shows nearby. And I know that Queen Anne is harder to get to because everyone, it's like their rooms always been taken, and the prices are too decent. Like, if I work at 2 jobs, I will afford that every month.
I see.
So yeah, it takes some time though. If I become full-time with the city, I will definitely pay rent here. At any other places I can find, and I'll be lucky when they approve my credit.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
Good-
We were
good
talking the other day about how credit's important as you get older, with renting and stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy for it to go bad.
Mine went bad.
Oh, really? That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it was a problem because Well, actually, Fantasy A, you saw my old house I lived in Chinatown.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And I tried pretty hard to get you a room there. We don't have to get into that, though. But anyway, I had bad credit from there, maybe because the internet bill.
Oh, that sucks. Internet bills, it's like a lot of crucial to think about, you know. Yeah, paying internet every month, it's like, you know, it's like competitive, you know. It's like, I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of like, it's complicated, you know. It's like a complicated thing to need to have on the bill, you know.
That's why libraries are important.
Just what I was about to say.
You gotta have libraries.
That's why we
why
gotta have libraries.
I spend so much time at libraries just using Wi-Fi and like having like a good sized desk to work on everything.
Yeah.
That's like quiet and nice, just like where we are now.
Right, definitely. Library is most important right now than internet at our own homes. Do you guys agree?
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever play a show at a library? Or do you think you'd get kicked out because of the noise?
Yeah, that's what the most thing I'm worried about, getting kicked out of the library because I do the show and we did think we made too much noise and everything. So that's the reason why they will kick me out and they won't let me back in to do any more of that.
Well, I'm starting to get a good idea here, Fantasy. Aside from the tour idea, I think I have another good idea. The tour wasn't really my idea. That was kind of all of ours. But I have this idea now. How would you feel about doing a show outside, maybe in the daytime?
That would be a good idea. I don't mind that.
Because I think I have a pretty good way to get music outside with a speaker system in a little yard kind of around here in the central.
Oh, yes. I've been thinking about that because I did a house show in West Seattle back in July, and it runs by one of my friends who was a band from the Power Skeleton, called himself Tobias Kron, and he's a leader of Power Skeleton, and he enjoyed my set inside his friend's house in West Seattle, and we had a great house show, but the thing that needs to, you know, the only thing to have in mind, what should have done better is to make it public. Yeah. Make it more public. Do you guys agree? Make it more public so more people can come, more people in the neighborhood can come, so they don't have to worry about going out of their neighborhood, go to shows that are in Ballard or outside of the neighborhood to keep them more safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
Your flyers are really good.
That's what your flyers do, yeah.
Just keep posting those, social media. It's all the...
You got to do the social media attack.
Yeah.
Right, Fantasy?
Yeah, social media attack. That song me and David are collabing on. If you guys haven't checked it out, the link is on the description here. You guys will love that song, Social Media Attack.
Hell
Yeah, you'll be sorry if you don't listen to it.
So, Fantasy, I wanted to ask you. So, I'm a writer, and I wanted to ask you, what's your songwriting process?
My songwriting process is like go ahead.
Is there like a space you like to write the best, or like does it just kind of like you'll like think about lyrics, or like maybe when like you're on the bus or at your house? I know there are like certain spaces that like work best for me to kind of get in the zone to write in.
Okay. Yeah, I usually think of ideas that came to my mind. I write it down. Think of the titles I'm thinking of writing. That's how it takes me time to do the songwriting process.
That's awesome. David told me to read your book, your new book.
Oh, Life in the Eyes of an Autistic Person, huh?
It's either that or maybe a movie script you were writing or something.
Oh, the movie script.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of that.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, because it's newer than Life in the Eyes.
Oh, the newer one. I forgot what he's talking about. Yeah, ask him because I don't know what title it is, and yeah, and the movie and then I'm working on a short story called Battle of the Locals.
Whoa.
It's like a short story novel based here.
Can we get a summary?
A summary?
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
It's a summary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like it's located here, and it's located in different states, different country, but it's fictional though, based on what I've seen and what I heard, and what bothers me, everything else like that. So it's something. I will write a short summary so you guys can know what's about and everything.
Cool.
Yeah, I think fiction's a good way to tell people how you feel about stuff without being too obvious.
Yeah, too obvious.
What-
Sounds true.
What really grinds your gears, Fantasy?
What really grinds my gears is those trolls that messes with my social media and starts messing with me, saying hate comments about what I do and everything. Thinks my music is trash, and they need to stop trolling me. If they don't like it, they can move on, and they cannot come back to harass me because I get tired of this. Because I don't like when trolls started to like saying something that I don't want to see, my racial slur or anything else. I don't like it, and it makes me offensive. They better watch what they're saying, and they better watch who they're talking to, because I don't like to be messed around, making fun of, or anything else. I got some friends and fans that has my back, and if they don't like it, I'll make a diss track song about them and everything else. Yeah. Take that, haters. If you don't like my stuff, why can't you just do nice things than trolling me? Please just leave and do something else for your life, please.
I think
Thank you.
a lot of them just probably don't really have a life, so all they can do is just kind of harass people that they're jealous of, because they see that other people are doing so much cooler stuff.
Yeah, they're jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just jealous because they don't have the art like I do, more hustle like I do. That's the reason why they feel this way.
They're just jealous haters, really.
They're haters.
Yeah, jealous haters.
I think Fantasy. I think you do a really good job of not giving them any control. Like, you don't really show their posts. I think you diss them and you just move on. You don't let it take you down, and I think that's good.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I said on the podcast episode I was on with the Wake Up Show on Cube 93, that they invited me last month and this month that I returned.
Oh, they wanted you back.
Yeah, they just invited me back this past Friday.
Have you done it already, or?
Yeah, they're gonna air the actual one tomorrow between like 7:10 and 9:10. They aired from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. So they're gonna air the part I was in tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, guys, thank you for this time. I appreciate you came down and be part of this podcast episode. My name is Fancy A, and say your names, guys.
Jake Van.
Jane.
All right, thank you all, and have a fantastic day. Alrighty, that's all for that. That's the podcast interview with Jake Van and his girlfriend Jane. So, anyway, guys, yeah, please be sure to stay positive, and if people give you a hard time, just let them do that, because they're sad inside and they don't know how to talk people right. So that's the reason why I want you to, think about that. Think of positive things. So anyway, y'all, that's all for today. Thank y'all for watching my podcast episode. And I'm really sure I'm meeting with my fan Lindsay Reeves soon, to Normal, who I play a show with, and other artists too. So anyway, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more updates from my YouTube channel. So anyway, the album's on its way. So hit me up on my fan mail that shows on the subscription right here. And also feel free to send me donations towards my Venmo and my Cash App. It's on the description right here. And be sure to subscribe to my friends' channels if you haven't yet. So anyway, you guys, have a fantastic day. Thanks y'all for listening. And my motto to you guys to remember is to be yourself, be inspired, and be respectful. Peace, much love. Love you guys, and see y'all next time.
I will gain your trust. I know my heart will be enough. Baby, we don't gotta rush. We'll go slow.
And I'll be taking your hand. I'ma hold you close and kiss you all the time, 'cause you're mine.
I know that you feel it. I can see it when I look into your eyes. You're so like a lullaby.